Hey, what's up guys, it's Concept here, and today I'll be showing you how I play this 2 CT side. So I'll make this real quick. So first of all is long. So what I tend to do is I throw a running smoke, then while it pops, I jiggle peek the angle. So yeah, that smoke pops. Most people tend to peek the angle then throw the smoke. Some people throw the one-way smoke from car, yeah, something like that, I don't know. I don't do that since you could die easily if you peek like this, or if you throw it from car you can't peek the corner anymore since the T is probably pushed up already. But if they're rushing, you could do a running throw, then jiggle peek the angle every now and then. Now once that smoke pops, I either hold this angle, or I could go pit, or play barrel, or go blue box. I could jump every now and then to check if there's anyone, or peek. So yeah. Now for short. I'm gonna first show you guys how I push short, since I'm a really aggressive player. So I tend to smoke high mid, then I throw a flash so everyone gets blind. So that gets okay, that was a bad smoke. So maybe aim a bit more to the left. Then I throw the high flash. So suicide and palm tree, or whatever that is, get smoked off. So I can peek outside long first, check every corner, then check suicide, then wrap around the smoke to check this side. But I rarely do that since it's actually a really risky idea. So what I do often is I just smoke cat, then I just hold from stairs, hold from the corner, the really common angle, or I could play really up close if I'm feeling confident. But if I'm holding from A side, I smoke it off, then I hold the angle, peek right, peek left every now and then. If I have an op, sometimes I go up here. So if I see a guy, I take a shot, then I fall back to side, then I peek right, peek left. Make sure you have a guy holding long for you, because if you're holding both long and short, you're gonna have a hard time. Another thing I kind of do is I throw an underhand smoke there, then I peek from the left. Because like the T's, if they're pushing cat, their view is kind of obstructed, so they can't really focus on many places. But I only do that like once in 100, so it's kind of uncommon for me. Sometimes I hold from A ramp. I can hold from here, I can hold from here, or I can hold from the top, or I can hold from the left side of A ramp. It's really up to you. Next is peeking mid. So I rarely do this since my reaction time isn't that consistent. But what I do is I go to the left side of the shadow, or the corner of the shadow, then I aim somewhere above this set of dots. So yeah, somewhere there, then I just peek it. If I want to get the guy right side, I kind of aim above this dot. So okay, never mind. I aim to the right edge of this rectangle. So if I peek, it's perfect. If I want to get the guy on the left side, I scope on the left side of the rectangle, so it's pre-aimed at him. But usually I don't follow this set of rule, and I just peek and flick to the guy wherever. Then I smoke it off. Then I hold from the back to check if there's anyone high mid, or from here. You can see them cross even with that smoke. Then sometimes I hold this angle. I wallbang the door sometimes. If you hear guys lower tunnels, you can try wallbanging it, then re-peeking it. And I hold cat sometimes from this angle. It's really hard since you have to care about Xbox mid doors and short, so you don't want to be aggressive on that. Then for B, I usually enter through window, throw a smoke in tunnels, get behind this bin, and hold that angle. Sometimes I... Okay, that was a shit flash. Sometimes I hold this close angle, since I could get a really good shot with an op, or with, I don't know, an AK or an M4. Another thing I do is I go on top of this car, I jump onto this, crouch slide, crouch jump twice, then hold this angle. You could throw a pop flash, then you could peek it. But if I'm holding from sight, like from behind this box, I tend to throw a flash on this wall, so everyone inside gets blind. Oh, throw it a bit more to the left. Yeah, that's better. Then I peek that. I could peek bin. If I'm holding bin, I could throw a underhand flash, then peek it. I rarely hold from B door since this is a really bad angle and the T's tend to check it all the time. But yeah, if I'm feeling aggressive, I smoke off tons. Then if you don't hear anyone pushing, I throw an underhand flash. I check right side, I check left side, I check T-spawn. Then I push lower tunnels. But yeah. Did I cover everything? Well, sometimes if this is smoked off, like I usually do, I push lower tunnels, I throw a flash, then I peek slowly. So yeah, that's how I rush lower tunnels. Or if this is smoked off, or if high mid is smoked off, I could be really aggressive and push up to the smoke, but this isn't really a smart idea. But if you want to do it, then go ahead. What else? If I see that long doors is clear, I flash this angle, or I let it bounce, or you could just do an underhand. I mean, that's fine as well. Usually there's an opera here, but if there's none, then you could check this angle, check this, check high mid. Then yeah, that's how you flank them. But yeah, usually I play A side. I rarely go B. So I mean, I could hold from boost, from short, and from pit. I usually have an op. There's this one-way smoke. Some people do it. I personally don't do it, since the terrorists can pre-fire you from this box, but you could try it if you want. Then, if I have a, let's say, a scout, I could go bin, then I could jump shot. Even if I have an op, I tend to jump shot. You know, RNG, that could happen. If the T's smoke mid to B smoke, then they push mid, then go B. I tend to go on top of this, then check if there's anyone. Or I could throw an underhand flash, then push it, like literally push it. So these smoke grenades and plays are more suited for aggressive players. So yeah. Okay, so the last part of this video are retakes. So let's tackle B first. If you want to retake B from mid, what I do is I line up with the shadow, then okay, that was a shit flash. How do you do it? Okay, never mind. I don't really do it much, but you could. God, how do you do it? Yeah, a video showed me that you aim at the bump. There you go. It's pretty inconsistent, so I don't really suggest doing it, or I'm just really shit at throwing nades. I don't even know how that. But you know, you could just flash left like that, or flash this one, or flash this side. Okay, maybe a bit higher. Yeah, something like that. Or you could just throw a freaking high flash so everyone gets blind. So you peek tons. Well, obviously you clear sight first. You peek tons, you peek car, you peek close. Then you slowly creep up, check under window, check backside, check tunnels, defuse the bomb. But if you're retaking from tunnels to B, so obviously you check T-spawn first, then you check if there's anyone holding this angle, check backside. You could smoke it off, then throw an underhead flash. Then I could either push the smoke or I could boost on top of this box to check the whole side. Check car. So yeah. How I retake A side. I rarely retake from long, but I'm gonna tackle it anyway. So there could be a guy holding this angle or from pit. So you want to check those angles. Then I throw this weird flash. Kind of blinds the guys in sight and in car. Then I throw a really high flash over the wall. I check this, I check that. But if I'm holding from short, there's this thing I really like to do. So I come to this corner, I aim at that corner of the rhombus, or that square. I left click, so you wait for that to land. Then I spawn drop to trash. Then I could creep up from CT, then take the side. But yeah, that's how I play Dust 2 in CT.